Alright, what's up guys? So today I have a video checking out the Forex market. I'm going to show you what pairs I'm watching and what possible setups I will take this week. Alright, so as you can see, I've started uploading more videos to my own YouTube channel because I want to grow this channel as well. So if you like my content, if you like this the mix between Forex and crypto, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So today I want to look at the Forex market, right? So last couple of months, I'd say 2 to 3 months, has been very hard to trade in my opinion. It's not been unprofitable, but it's just been hard because there's been less setups basically, right? So my system is I'm trading one system, one setup. It's a very specific system and setup, and it's a trend following swing trading system, right? When the markets aren't trending, it's hard to trade a trend following system, obviously, right? And when all markets, because we had a choppy market structure in almost all markets, right? So when that happens, it's very hard to follow trends when there's no trends. So I want to show you quickly like how I scan the markets, right? So I have a list right here which has everything, which has in it has 80 pairs, also some stocks and crypto here, but mostly focused on the Forex market. So what I do is I usually go through this list right here, and all the important pairs or all the interesting pairs where I see that there might be a setup coming up in the next hours or next days, I will add that to the orange list, right? And then we go to the orange list, and this will be the list. So the first scan I do once a week or so, and I add everything to the orange list. And now that I have the orange list, I go through this on a daily, multiple times every day. I update myself on this list right here. Now usually this list is, for the last 2 or 3 months, it's only been like 4 or 5 pairs in this list right here, but now we have 36, which means there's a lot of movements, right? And I've divided up this list in 2 categories, category 1 and category 2, which with category 1 is charts that are potentially giving us setups in active setups that are close to getting confirmed, and then the section 2 is high volatility markets that I'm basically looking for a retrace or pullback to activate a setup. So you can quickly go through this list and you see gold really rallying very nicely. You have the Europe 50, the EU 50 here, dumping quite heavily, and you can see that I'm basically just waiting for a retrace or a pullback. A pullback up to the 20 EMA on the 4 hour, or a retrace back down to the 20 EMA in the 4 hour. So looking at NCD CHF right here, for example, what I want to be seeing is basically a retrace down to the weekly open and perhaps a test of the 4 hour 20 EMA confluent with this level right here. That would be a trade, and I'm seeing this, so I'll add that to the orange list right now. To compare it to the first list, you'll see here that AUD NCD has already retraced down to a significant level right here and has now bounced inside the local reload zone, also the 50% of the fibs measured from that low to that high. Now this is a setup in the making, right? This is a setup in the making, and that is why it's on the on top of the list. So I move all the most interesting ones, I move to the top of the list, and this is right now a very interesting pair where I would like to perhaps enter here with stops below the monthly open. TP1 would be 1.4. The average R of this trade would be probably around 2.5. So that would be the trade, right? Now this is actually the only Forex pair. The AUD NCD chart is the only Forex pair that I'm really liking at this moment. Next one is a Gbp Chf, and right here I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for a pullback back up to the 4 hour 20 EMA, and that would activate a short setup for me. And you have silver. I have it on the first section here, but there's no clear setup right here. I just know that it's a pretty good trending market. It's a high volatility market here. I'm basically just having this on the list to see if we can get a test of that 20 EMA in the 4 hour. When or if that happens, if there's a setup lining up, I will definitely take a trade on this. Next one is the S&P 500 index, right? Now, This is actually a short idea that I've tried twice but failed. So I've been stopped out. Well, first of all, the first idea never got confirmed, so never entered that one. But the second one I did, and I got stopped out right here on that trade. And the trade idea was basically this: you know, if we lose the green zone right here, I would take this trade right here. So what I'm watching right now is for price to move lower like this, and then pull back up to the breakdown area right here, and that's where I would like to short this if this setup confirms. And confirmation for that would be to hit this level, right, and print a 4-hour bearish engulfing on the 4-hour 20 or the 4-hour 50 EMA with a stochastics RSI, preferably a stochastics RSI bear cross above 70. It doesn't have to be a bear cross. It just has to, the stochastics just has to show some movement that it kind of is topping out above 70. If that happens, I would take this trade based on this, the fibs of this move right here. So you can see right here, actually would be this one. So it would be the fibs of this move right here. So the TP1 would be 0. And then I would probably exit fully at the -236. So this would be the trade, right? A short around the 50%, stops all the way above that wick. TP1 would be down here at 1.69, and then TP2 would be down here. I would probably take 50% TP here and 50% TP here. So the average risk to reward on this trade would be 2. Now it's not that great of a trade, and I might have a tighter stop loss depending on how the rejection looks at that area right here. I might have a stop loss that kind of, you know, looks something like this above the monthly open or something like that. So the next chart is US oil, right? West Texas oil, VTI, which is rallying like crazy and has been for quite some time. Right? What I'm watching here is basically a retrace like this one, right? So I want to see a retrace in like the perfect area here. Now, sometimes it's just too perfect, right? Sometimes it's just too perfect, and you think, well, if it's too obvious, you know, isn't everyone going to be buying here? But honestly, for me, you know, it's really the obvious setups that are the best setups. So this is really what I'm looking for. I want to see a retrace back down to the 618 or the 50% conflict with the weekly open. Now this trade, like if this clicks, if this activates, it would just be, you know, honestly like the perfect setup, right? And I don't know, like, will oil continue its rally? I don't know. Like, it feels like we're in for a correction here, but we don't know, right? And the trend is bullish. If my long setup will activate here, this will be the trade, of course, because of the fact that if you look at the daily, it really does look like it's way overextended. I mean, this is just insane, right? So you'll have to secure this trade quite early, quite quickly. That's it. I think these five pairs right here, AUD, NCD, GBP, CHF, silver, S&P 500, and oil are the 5 most interesting ones for me right now. And then I have a long list of potential setups coming up in the next few days. So definitely keep your eyes on the Legacy channel and the Bourbon Nest. And if you're not a member of the Bourbon Nest, of course, go to thebourbonnest.com/free trial, and you can join for 7 days for free. All right, guys, take care, and see you guys in the next one.